you look at babies across the world, they're sensitive to all the phonetic distinctions across all the different languages. A Spanish baby will hear the difference between bat and vat, even though his older siblings and his parents won't. Similarly, an Australian baby will hear the phonetic distinctions between E and I pronounced in German that English speakers simply aren't sensitive to. If you track this development, you'll find that as babies approach their first birthday, they become less and less sensitive to phonetic distinctions outside of their language. They're born with a universal ear that fairly quickly tunes into the sounds that are going to be carrying meaning within the language that they will be speaking. Now, infants are sensitive to features of linguistic input, but we also structure the input in such a way to help them learn language. The way we talk to babies, as you're probably aware, is very different from the way we talk to adults. We talk to babies in a register known as motherese, or infant-directed speech. We use the same thing with our small, fluffy pets, because they've been bred to look like babies with big eyes, big foreheads, small snouts.
Who's got cute little chubby cheeks, eh? Who's got cute little chubby cheeks? Yeah? Is that you, Bobby? Is that you, Bobby? Yes, it is. You're such a beautiful boy.
It's a particular way of talking to something that's cute. We talk slowly, we're very repetitive, and we use high and low intonations. If someone is talking to a baby, this is what we might expect to hear. Hello, baby. Hello, you cute baby. Look at you with your sweet little cheeks. Your cheeks are so chubby. They're very sweet. That's how we speak to babies. You might not like the sound of it, but the following would be absurd. Hello, baby. Aren't you cute? You've got sweet little chubby cheeks. Yeah, those are really sweet, chubby little cheeks. It makes no sense at all. We naturally speak to babies in the motherese register, and we all do it. When you analyze motherese, what you find is that, first of all, babies prefer it. So given a chance, they'll turn their head or suck in order to hear motherese as opposed to adult-directed speech. Also, if you look at motherese, what it does is it segments the speech stream in a way that may help babies to break in and figure out where the word boundaries are. Here you've got, hello baby, hello, how are you today? Look at you, you're so cute. Look at those chubby cheeks. Words like hello, you, chubby cheeks are repeated over and over. That's one of the hardest things when you get to a place where you don't speak the language. And effectively, that's what has to happen for babies. They're born into a place where they don't speak the language yet. The trick is, if you're only hearing adult-directed speech, it's quite monotonous and fast, and it's hard to tell where the word boundaries are. Until you can break into individual words, you can't begin to map meanings from words to the world. Infant-directed speech seems to help babies to do that because it's slow, it's got the high and low intonations, and it's repetitive. And there tends to be emphasis on the important words, which we repeat over and over. Remember earlier, cute little cheeks, look at those cheeks. Oftentimes we'll be touching the baby or pointing at something when we're emphasizing those words. So babies come out ready for language. They're already attending to language. They already like the language they're going to be speaking. They're ready for anything, and we structure the input so they can readily start to pick up language.